Most people believe waking up at night to urinate is simply part of aging, an unavoidable nuisance you're forced to accept as the years go by. But this belief is far from the truth. According to Dr. Sophia, a urologist dedicated to practical, science-backed routines, nighttime urination is not a fate you're stuck with. In fact, with the right sequence of daily habits, most adults over 50 can dramatically reduce or even eliminate their nightly awakenings within just a few weeks. And the key, she explains, is surprisingly simple. The body thrives on rhythm, not random tricks or hacks. When you align your evening routine with the natural behavior of the kidneys, bladder, and nervous system, your nights become quiet again and your mornings become clearer, calmer, more energized. This is the philosophy behind her protocol. A practical system built not on gadgets or pills, but on timing. Timing of fluids, timing of meals, timing of movement, timing of relaxation. When these pieces fall into place, the bladder stops sounding alarms at 1 or 2 a.m. and sleep deepens in a way many people haven't felt in years. Why your bladder wakes you at night, the real reasons. The first step to solving nighttime urination is understanding what actually causes it. And as Dr. Sophia emphasizes, it's almost never one single reason, it's usually 3 working together. Too much fluid returns to circulation at night, especially if your legs pool fluid during long periods of sitting or standing. The bladder lining is irritated by lifestyle choices, caffeine, carbonation, alcohol, salt, or spicy foods, especially when consumed later in the day. Your nervous system is still on high alert, causing the pelvic floor muscles to grip tightly instead of relaxing. Add in a few common factors: medication timing, snoring, sleep disruption, late eating, and the bladder becomes overly sensitive. What should be a mild sensation feels urgent. What should be a quiet night becomes fragmented. But the real message is hopeful. Each of these issues is adjustable. You can retrain your bladder and nervous system the same way you'd retrain a habit, gently, consistently, and predictably. Daytime. The first step begins long before bedtime. Most people drink very little during the morning and early afternoon, then compensate by drinking more in the evening. This is one of the most common and most avoidable causes of night urination. Dr. Sophia's first rule is shift your hydration window earlier. Here's the rhythm she teaches: 2 glasses of water by mid-morning, 1 glass with lunch, 1 small glass in mid-afternoon. After 5 p.m., only sips, nothing large. This prevents your kidneys from pushing out large volumes of urine when you're supposed to be asleep. It's not about restricting water, it's about redistributing water wisely. Your body sleeps deeper when the kidneys have already handled most of their workload earlier in the day. The silent night saboteur, salt. Salt consumed late in the day pulls extra fluid into your bloodstream. When you lie down, your body tries to eliminate that excess, which means your bladder fills rapidly. People often underestimate how salty their meals are. Restaurant sauces, soups, processed snacks, cold cuts, and packaged foods hide astonishing amounts of sodium. Dr. Sophia's guidelines. Make dinner the lowest sodium meal of your day. Use herbs, lemon, pepper, and garlic for flavor. If you must eat a salty meal, eat it earlier, not in the evening. Think of this phrase: salt early, steps late. Salt earlier in the day, then light movement in the evening to circulate fluid. Caffeine and alcohol. Their hidden effect on your bladder. Caffeine doesn't only stimulate your brain, it also stimulates the bladder. For many people, this creates nighttime urgency, even when they feel they barely had any caffeine. Dr. Sophia recommends caffeine cutoff at noon. Switch to herbal or decaf teas later in the day. Keep evening tea portions small. Alcohol is deceptive. It can make you sleepy at first, but later creates shallow, fragmented sleep and increases urine production. If you drink, keep at least a 2-hour buffer before bedtime. Limit to 1 drink. Avoid drinking when you're already thirsty. Many people find that even a slight reduction in alcohol intake completely transforms their nights. The fluid in your legs, the overlooked cause of nighttime urination. For people who sit or stand most of the day, gravity pulls fluid down into the lower legs. When you lie down at night, this stored fluid returns to circulation and your kidneys suddenly produce more urine. This is one of the most powerful, yet least known, causes of nighttime awakening. Dr. Sophia's evening ritual addresses this directly. 90 minutes before bed. Lay on the couch. Place your legs up on 2 pillows' calves above heart level. Flex and point your ankles gently for 10 minutes. Then massage upward along your calves for 30 seconds per leg. Walk around for 5 minutes afterward. For people with swollen ankles or mild fluid retention, this can cut nighttime bathroom trips by half, calming the bladder, removing evening irritants. The bladder lining is sensitive. It reacts strongly to certain foods and drinks, especially later in the day. Common irritants include carbonated drinks, alcohol, artificial sweeteners, hot peppers or spicy food, acidic juices, anything artificially flavored or brightly colored. For 2 weeks, Dr. Parker recommends a simple experiment. Keep track of what you consume after 3 p. Compare it with how many times you wake at night. Most people discover a short personal list of irritants. Removing them leads to calmer nights without needing extreme restrictions. Relaxing the pelvic floor, the most ignored piece. Here's something few people know. Stress tightens the pelvic floor muscles. Tight pelvic muscles send the bladder false alarms. And the solution is not doing Kegels or squeeze exercises. It is the complete opposite, learning to let go. Dr. Sophia's nightly pelvic floor release, 10 minutes. Lie on your back with 1 hand on your belly, 1 on your chest. Inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 6 counts, imagining the pelvic floor dropping. Feel your lower belly soften. Repeat 6 times. Then, with knees bent, gently sway them side to side 10 times. This tells your nervous system it is safe to release. There is nothing to fear. Over time, this ritual teaches the bladder to stay calm. Retraining your bladder, the double pause method. Many people urinate once before bed. Then, because of anxiety or habit, return to the bathroom 10 minutes later. This creates a powerful nighttime reflex. Dr. Sophia replaces this with the double pause, not the double void. The double pause. Go once before bed. Sit on the bed edge. Take 3 slow breaths. Stand, stretch your arms, roll your shoulders. Wait 90 seconds. If the urge doesn't return, lie down. If it does return, go once more calmly. This teaches the bladder that you are in charge, not the impulse. Medication timing, a critical but overlooked factor. If you take diuretics water pills, ask your clinician whether you can shift them earlier in the day. If you are a man with prostate enlargement, timing your alpha blocker for urine flow can influence nighttime symptoms. Some people benefit from taking it after dinner. Others prefer morning to prevent lightheadedness. Work with your clinician to find what fits your routine. Sleep quality directly affects bladder signals. Fragmented sleep increases bladder sensitivity. Even tiny bladder sensations become urgent alarms. Poor sleep, especially from snoring or undiagnosed sleep. Apnea tricks the kidneys into producing extra urine at night. If you snore, Wake choking or gasping. Wake with dry mouth. Feel tired despite long sleep. You may benefit from being screened for sleep-disordered breathing. Fix the breathing, fix the sleep, fix the bladder signals. Evening eating while late meals cause more night urination. Heavy dinners, sugary desserts, or salty snacks eaten late create fluid shifts that fill the bladder during the night. Dr. Sophia's guideline: eat the biggest meals earlier in the day. Keep dinner light and low in salt. Finish eating 2-3 hours before bed. If you must snack, choose something gentle and not too salty or sweet. The calmer your digestion, the quieter your bladder. The full evening protocol step by step. Dr. Parker summarizes everything into a sequence you can repeat each night. 2.5 hours before bed. Finish your last meaningful drink. Only sips after this. 2 hours before bed. Dim the lights. Put your phone away. 90 minutes before bed. Leg elevation and ankle pumps for 10 minutes. Gentle walk for 5 minutes. 60 minutes before bed. Close the kitchen. If drinking herbal tea, keep it small and non-irritating. 45 minutes before bed. Take a warm shower or warm foot bath. Sit quietly with a book or calm audio. 15 minutes before bed. Pelvic floor relaxation routine. 5 minutes before bed. Use the bathroom once. Do the double pause. Lie down with slow exhalations. This order matters. Each step prepares your body for a night without interruptions. If you wake at 2 a.m., the script: don't jump up. Don't panic. Use the protocol. Hand on belly, hand on chest. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. Repeat 3 times. Decide, is it a whisper or a true urge? If it's strong, go gently, no lights, no phone. If it's mild, breathe and let the wave pass. Many people discover they're 2A. Wake up was never a true need, it was a habit loop. Real people, real changes. Dr. Sophia shares stories from her patients. Eleanor, age 66, used to wake twice every night. Her fix? Shift fluids earlier, stop caffeine at noon, elevate legs. In 3 weeks, she slept through the night. Her response: I'm dreaming again.